I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. I had fun writing that. Good morning, y'all. All right, this is too loud in my ears. There we go. Couple small adjustments here, quick. There we go. Song's back. Let's get our server running. So, button run start. Great. Great. I thought notifications to the Caravan Discord were automated. They should be. What didn't work? If something broke, I would tag Kmelv. He's the one that runs Discord. Okay, so I want to... Well, let's see if this is even working right now, because I'm guessing our tokens expired and my stuff didn't actually work. Yeah. So why did this go back to breaking? Because we had this working. Service. No, it's an API. Like I want to do something like console.log here. Because what should happen is anytime that this thing fetches the token, it should check if it's expired. Which... Does that make sense? Access token, refresh token. Does this return anything? Oh yeah, we're having it assigned there. Oh, gotcha. Okay. It's possible this write's failing. Dot catch, and we'll just say console.error here. So let's see if that ever logs here. And when we call song, this should be auto-refreshing. I swear if we have to go write more code for this stupid Spotify client. What is it? And we have it pulled over here. Let me make sure this is still linked and we don't have like some weird dependency thing. Yeah, it's linked to this. So we should have... Hold on, we're trying to debug some authentication stuff here. I thought we fixed this, but apparently we did not. So we want to go to auth, and then we want to go to the provided access token strategy. Yeah, it's not refreshing. This is sus. Why would that be the case? So the token wasn't being persisted with. This feels to me like this new access token is wrong. So this is a iCacheable. That's just an access token. So do I not need to do that? View word change. This will be refresh token. Why did I spread that like that? Is that all we need to do? What the frack is this? Oh, it's because I started like the AI DJ thing. We're just gonna go to my Discover Weekly. Actually, let's go to my release radar. See how this is. Okay, so that might have been the problem. Is that so I can safely open, if I open this on stream now, access token, and we do expires, and I think if we set this to 0, right? Expires. Did it use the expires up here? Calculate expiry. So yeah, okay, I'm betting we refresh now. It doesn't seem like the file write worked. So let's close this token, which is no longer good. So it's fine that I had that open. Now when we restart this, I would hope to see why. Do I have to like relink or something? I swear if that was it. Oh, I'm so stupid potentially. No, I think we're good. I think we built this already. Yeah, it's not really doing anything there. Okay, so that didn't do what I thought. I still would expect when we hit All right, we see it grabbing the token there. So twice we retrieved the token. So it seems bizarre that... Good morning, Cherry. Long time no see. Go here. No. Where is the implementation of that? Remove access token. It gets passed in. Right, because we pass that in on the constructor. Does this... I would expect to be here. So let's do something like this. And then let's go in here. And just be like... We should be here. And we'll say foobar. And then down here, we'll say fubaz. And then one more spot, we'll say fubam. All right, we got rebuild. So let's come down here, build. And then we're gonna come up here, restart our server. Song. I don't see any of the logs now. That's weird, right? Oh shit. I forgot to unblur. Sorry, chat. It's early, alright? Do I have to reinstall when that happens? Because now I don't see any of those console logs anywhere. I don't understand. I don't understand. I hate this. Okay, so there's our token. And this isn't good, and this isn't sensitive because the token's expired anyways. So if I yoink this, what is that date actually? How do I get into a bun REPL? New date dot to ISO string 522. So it's getting a refresh token potentially. Does that token match what I have in my file? So this ends in N8Q. Remember that. N8Q. N8Q. Do not open on stream. We're going to N8Q. What if I change this to 0? I think we were just possibly persisting things wrong. Okay. Do you see what happened there? We just hit all those logs. So I think what happened then was we were just writing the file incorrectly. That had to be it. All right. The song queue should be working now. Bun run build. I'm gonna restart the server real quick. Move my mouse. Here. Okay. Make sure that's still working. Okay. Nice. There we go. All right, so it seems I want to check one thing, and I want to check if we actually wrote a new value. We did. Okay. All right, whatever. I guess we just incorrectly... Oh, this doesn't write the refresh token. Is that a problem? Maybe that's why I was spreading things. Because how does this work? When we get our refresh cached access... Yeah, it doesn't persist with a refresh token on it. That seems weird. Is their endpoint messed up? I swear to God. Right. All right, hold on. I'm just gonna bump this over and I can open this on stream because it is like I don't even have it didn't save a refresh token. It's so good. All right, so there's that. So we should be able to get currently playing. Great. I can't even refresh this because I don't have a token. Which we have to come over here. In here, we go to here, access tokens here. This refresh token is empty. Hold on. I need to confirm my theory. So to confirm my theory, we need to go get a new refresh token with bun run get Spotify access token. Great, that's gonna give us a token. And then I'm gonna go into here. This should be refreshed now. Yeah. So I can grab this, yank in that, grab that, come over here. Manage environments. This is my access token. Grab my refresh token. Paste that in. Great. Now I should be able to still get my queue. Perfect. That looks good. These track links don't leak some kind of creds, do they? No. This should not be tied to you at all. It's going straight through my account. All right, so when we refresh a token, we have to actually authorization. We have to do this bit. Authorization. And I need to get this really quick. So what's the best way to get this? Let's go to main. And we're just gonna write another little program here. And we're going to const yield, let's say config, and this is going to equal yield star Spotify config. And why did that not come in? Config. And then we were going to just yield star effect.log. And this is going to be BTOA. And in there, that's going to be that. And then we'll have that config dot client ID colon config dot client secret. And this might be, yeah, we got to do secret dot value. All right, so that should give us that. And then we're gonna do funtime, funtime, and we're gonna run program. And that is just good. Oh, because it's reading from the environment variables. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna blur my screen and run this real quick. Blur my screen. Fun, run, start. Great. Yoink that. Okay. And we grab that, and I'm gonna throw this over here. In fact, I'm just gonna throw that in my environment. We'll say base 64, or we'll say auth header, refresh, auth header, and throw that in there. Great. Okay, then this should be able to be like, oh shoot, that's not quite right. Can I do like basic and then refresh auth header? I think that should be good. Invalid client. Because we need I need my client ID, don't I? Hold on. No, I don't set. Look at that. Dude, they are so... this is wrong. This is wrong. The types are wrong. Their own types are wrong. Oh my god, I'm about to like... Their freaking types are wrong. Either their types are wrong or their API is not returning a refresh token on this. So here's what the problem is. There's a bug in their refresh token logic. And where the hell are we? So when they come to refresh your token, right? You do all the stuff, right? You do this, and like, let's assume it's the first time. You have a fresh access token. This is the first time the client is having to refresh it. It goes and does this. It gets a new token, right? And it returns it out. And when it returns it out, it comes into here, refresh cached access token. So it gets this updated, and then it goes and calls this toCacheable. And that doesn't really do anything. It adds 2 fields, but then that returns out to in here. So that gets called every time we try to get the access token. And when it comes back, we get this refresh token and it sets the access token. But the access token right here does not have the refresh token on it. I'm opening an issue on their GitHub. This is so dumb. All right. Where's my Windows at? Why do I have so many windows open? You can close those. Twitch. All right, there we go. Oh, I love this song. How do I like it? Is that this song? All right, GitHub, here we come. GitHub/Spotify. New issue. Does and do not properly refresh token. I'll just copy the same title. There are multiple problems in the current client on main. This is unreleased. I know. But figured I should still file tickets issues. When trying to refresh access tokens. 1. The refresh, what do we even call this? Spotify dev. Well, for the refresh token endpoint bear, it takes basic auth. Yeah, I'm using tmux. So access token. Where do they have the refresh? Refresh. Let me skip that. Tutorials, refreshing tokens. This is wrong. The response does not give a refresh token. You don't like that, Badger? The refresh token endpoint requires the authorization, and this will be basic, and then it'll be BTOA. I guess we'll just do something like client ID, client secret. We'll just say this is like a base64, make it look like a function. Endpoint requires header, despite the docs saying it does not. And we'll get our frickin' receipts. And grab that. gonna grab this, and we're gonna just do one of these. We're gonna keep my shitty circle. We're gonna yoink that. Come down there, put that in, and then 2, because of point up the incorrectly implements refresh token. Let's go get our code over here. What up, Cyprian? The clickbait was, here, I'll show you the clickbait. It was my going live message. Go live notification. Breaking news. Bad cop, not actually cop. Ryan Winchester switches to Java. MetaMe finally closes Tmux, and more. The refresh token doesn't change after refreshing the access token. So, okay. But that still means there's a bug, because they're returning. So when they go for their second refresh, it'll fail because they're completely overwriting the token in memory. So when they overwrite that token, it doesn't have the refresh token on it. And then when you go to refresh again and you try to put the refresh token in the header, it just is gone. And on top of that, sorry, my server's not running. Let me get it running. There it is. Oh, wait. Whoops. All right, now it should be running. Yeah. Okay. Back over here. Incorrectly implements refresh token action. By means of yeah, I know. I have it patched locally. I should link. As you can see, comma, the authorization header is missing. I validated that that this request only does work when provided the header. I've patched it locally and linked it to my project. the consequence of this currently is that you then need to pass the client secret the whole way through the stack to the what is this function called? Function. Oh yeah, I've opened like back, so when I started streaming, I don't know how many of you were here, but the first thing I ever worked on was writing a playlist transfer tool in OCaml from Spotify to Apple Music and back. And at the time, this wasn't even out yet. And then they published it. And it was really hard to find good docs on their API because a bunch of their types in their own API docs were wrong. So I was looking at like Go clients and Rust clients and Elixir clients. And then they published this. I was like, oh, surely the official Spotify TypeScript client has correct types in it. Wrong. I ended up submitting like 4 or 5 PRs when I was working on my OCaml project to this repo, fixing their own type definitions in TypeScript. At this point, I deserve some equity in Spotify. The consequence of this currently is that you then need to pass the client secret the whole way through the stack, which is what my patch does. This leads to the next issue. 3. The access token, no, the refresh token endpoint response type /docs is wrong or has a bug. One, two, on this page, on the docs page for refreshing tokens, let's go ahead and hyperlink that, throw that in there. The response is noted to be of this type. TypeScript, 1, 2, 3, go grab this, yoink this, this is gonna come in here. This is incorrect, as the refresh token field is not returned. This causes a bug in the as the current code assumes the refresh token is there. You can see that when this dot refresh token is called, the access token in memory is completely replaced. This then causes the bug to occur next time we attempt to refresh because there is no refresh token on the access token. We should make that smaller. That's obnoxiously large. Sure. Submit new issue. Okay. Y'all should go thumbs up this or +1 it so we can get this fixed and not make this our problem. Ay. So what we need to do is we were kind of going down the right path where we overwrote this. So when this comes back out to the where is this at? Whatever, I can't find it. We need to go in here. Right here, this refresh token, what actually has to happen is you got to go like this and you got to spread it. And then you got to say refresh token is equal to this dot access token dot refresh token. So stupid. Which means then we have to, in fact, we should do this in the, we should do this in this. That way it's down at one spot. And we come in here and we say like this, and then we'll say updated, and then we'll say refresh token. And this will be item.refresh token. Yeah. That's what we need to do. That should fix that. So let's build. Run build. Good. And then in our application code, we go back to our Spotify API. This should work better now. So let's walk this back. This can be, in fact, this actually probably still should be, what happens? I guess we could do that. It like forces a fresh value every time, huh? All right, I'm restarting the server. All right, are we good here? Okay. All right. So we're 7:53. By 8:53, we should have refreshed. So, hey Siri, start a timer for 1 hour. Okay, ignore me. Start a timer for 1 hour. Okay. Now that that annoying problem is taken care of, ooh, I'm actually going to copy this, and I'm gonna update this issue again. We're not done. I'm getting all my gripes out in one go here. In addition, I would love to see the ability to pass in a authentication strategy to Spotify API with consider it the Spotify with access token, so that I don't have to immediately call client.switch authentication strategy. My example is that I want to persist my access token to a JSON file to read on service start. TypeScript. I got too much there. We can take out this log. We don't need any effect stuff in this. Oh God, what is that formatting? Jesus. So let's just grab this and then come down to here, and we're gonna do a vnew. We're gonna set the file type to TypeScript, paste that in, just go down to the bottom, press equal. And now that should be good. Let's fix that. There we go. I would like to pass, whoops, wrong spot. I would like to pass a authentication strategy here. Oops, we got the effect logs back in there. Update comment. Okay, that's a pretty good issue. Thanks, Red Eagle. No, right now, anything goes. Just don't be an asshole on the music. That's the rules. That's actually just like the rules for this stream in general. Don't be an asshole. We got some Ren playing. I love Ren. Okay. So hopefully we have that fixed now. I don't know why. Oh, that will actually run. Okay, great. I love Ren Robot. Ren is so good. I discovered him like I don't know, maybe 2 months ago or so, 3 months ago. Okay. So we can finally, hopefully, get back to what we were supposed to be doing first thing this morning, which was working on our internal song queue, which, let's close this over here. We have a thing down here. Let's clean this up a little bit. And we're going to we're going to bump this reducer function out to function reduce queue. And this is going to take a current, which will be I guess we can grab that type, right? This will be type accumulator. So this will be our accumulator. And we'll say that's an accumulator. So it's previous current. The current one is a queue item, right? Or no, it's a track. Oh yeah, we can get a new version. We can upgrade Neovim this morning. I forgot about that. So my girlfriend Justine, she found Ren through listening to I don't even know. She found him on YouTube, and then we started getting his TikToks and everything. Let's go upgrade Neovim to version 10. I did this on my work PC yesterday. Git diff. Yeah, sure. With git pull. Yeah, okay, sure. Is the flake not in here? Oh, it's in flake.lock. I'll just delete my lock file. Right? I checked all my I used Vim 10, Neovim 10 all day yesterday, so I should be good. Did my Moonlander come in? Yeah. I will probably switch tomorrow morning to using my Moonlander full time. I finally got to a good layout, which I'll show you guys here in a bit. I just need to do a little bit more practicing. So we'll probably go full time with it in the morning tomorrow. Nix flake lock. Yeah, we'll just run Nix flake update. We're just gonna remove Nix flake. Flake dot lock, and then we'll Nix flake lock. One keyboard cam or a doggo one. Let me add it to my to-do list to look into how to do a dog cam this weekend. Let's say, I don't know why that's down there. That should be up here. Figure out doggo cam. Come on, I believe you can do it. Well, let's go do a quick Twitter break while this thing's loading. Okay, so that should be good. Now we can git rebase continue. Great. And now we should be able to nix flake update, right? Well, the update, nothing should happen, right? We should be completely up to date. Yeah. Now we should be able to do, let's do DWC. You have to pay for Twitter Blue to get it that long. It's like a different post type you can do. Sugar, rush, peach. I just want to find. Hold up. I'm about to put you onto the best pepper for pickling. Order if you can find those peppers or grow them. They are amazing pickled. Source. I got way into growing peppers once. I almost opened that on the wrong tab. That would have been bad. Copy link. Whoa, that's not the link I wanted. Sugar, rush, peach. You guys want to see one of my ADHD obsessions that I got into like a couple years ago that escalated way too quickly? So one of my former partners, actually my ex-wife, I should say, she got me a subscription to like a hotbox or a box that comes every month. So I would get like 3 hot sauces in the mail every month. So I was like, why are we paying for this? I can probably just make my own hot sauce. I have never grew a single thing in my entire life before. But I was like, how hard can it be to grow peppers? So I ordered some seeds of some peppers I wanted to grow for hot sauce. And bear in mind, I have never gardened or grew anything in my entire life. And so I planted a bunch of seeds thinking like maybe I'll get 2 or 3 plants out of this, right? You know, I'm going to kill a lot of these. So this was my journey of growing peppers. It escalated quickly. Pretty sure my neighbors thought I was growing weed. My back porch became a jungle. I got so many peppers. Oh yeah, I got tons of peppers. I made hot sauces, I made pepper flakes. I did all of it. So that was my my pepper journey. All right, let's see what Nix is upset about here. Oh, this stupid problem. I have to run Nix garbage collection now. Nix collect garbage. All right, this will probably take a minute, so we're gonna go ahead and just jump back to this, and we'll get to the updated version of Neovim in a bit. I don't even know how I went down that rabbit hole. I don't know how we got from here to there. So this gets a track item. Track, which will be a track item for null. And this needs to return an accumulator. Right? So in here, we will say, we can pretty much grab this entire function, right? And paste that in there. And we can say, this will be updated queue, and this will be current queue. Oh, it needs a queue too. So we're gonna have to make a function called function make reducer, make queue reducer. And this is going to take our queue, which is just a read-only array of queue item. And this will return this function. Delete that, put that there. Do that, right? So there is our queue. And then we can take this make queue reducer, and we can come up here. We can actually delete this now. Delete in and we'll do make queue reducer. This will get the queue. And then this needs a initial state, right? And the initial state is something like this, right? Yeah. Yeah, check that out. That's much cleaner. Well, really, we just shoved this at the bottom of the file, but now it's in like an isolated thing, and we know how to reduce a single item. So we broke that down. Okay, so now we actually need to update our queue, right? So we want to return updated internal queue. Which probably means we have to go do this thing. Yeah. Quayu, you're right. Thank you, Badger. I always pronounce Quayu wrong. Updated queue. Current. Thank you for the follow, Jamster. Appreciate you. Okay, so when do we need to update the queue? So when we get a message here, update queue. So we need like a function. I think we just go here and we do a tap. So we'll do another tap, effect.tap, and then we don't need anything here, but we'll say synchronized ref dot update. And we'll get our queue ref. So we get our queue. Quayu, excuse me. Sorry, Badger. Don't mean to trigger you. And then we call, I think it's sync queue. And that takes our sync Quayu. Excuse me. Screwed that up again. This is our current Quayu, right? Yeah. I think we can maybe just do this. No. Quayu. This should be update effect. Oh. Is this really going to be the problem? Is read-only and cannot be assigned to the mutable type. What? Oh, is this because I need to provide an API client? Yeah, I do. I guess I can do pipe and do like, it should get it though. Hydrate? Ah, shoot. I'm gonna go grab some water. Cheers. Okay, so I'm having a tough time understanding what's going wrong here. AER, self-synchronized ref. QRef. We should get the Q. And this should be a cannot be assigned to the mutable type read-only. That makes sense. Totally just makes sense. 100%. Very good. Notoriously mutable, those read-only types. Yes. Okay, this is obnoxious because the type, what does it say? Read only array of Q item. And now I don't think I need this inner one. And that fixed the problem. So stupid. There we go. So every time a new song gets added to the queue, we want to synchronize. And then we also want to, basically anytime we do one of these peak operations, we want to first effect.tap. And we're going to do the same thing, I think. Oh, this actually... This is going to be a flat map. Right? Oh, this can still be a tap, actually. Yeah, that's what we want. There we go. What did we get wrong here? Yeah, so tap will basically just pass this QRef through. Tap does a side effect and then returns whatever was passed into it, discarding the return value. Which this seems like what I would want right here. Is it like this? No, we don't have to do that. It's not assignable to type. Type Spotify is not assignable to type. Ah, right. I see what I did. This actually can return an error now. It's a Spotify error. And we can dot. This can be just peak. Yeah, and then we have to do effect.provide. And we should be able to do Spotify API client dot live. Shouldn't we? You're right. I don't want to do that. So rather than that, we'll make do that. Do this the easy way. Which will give us a type error up here, which is fine. We get rid of this. And now we come up here and we'll just yield our Spotify client. And we'll just provide it normally. Yank in Word. Down here. Spotify client. How's this still wrong? There we go. There we go. Okay. What up, Kyle? We might as well just make like a function here to, this should probably be like that. Like that. And then we'll do, basically this function right here. Like, yeah. No, it goes. Now we should be able to just do, pass that into tap. Yep. What is the return type of this? There we go. All right, sorry, I was really focused on figuring out what I had to do there. So now we can just tap and sync queue, and that should be pretty good. So we pipe and we'll say effect.tap, and this will be sync queue, comma. Great, glad that worked. Oh, right, we have to update the types. That's fine. Where are our types? What can peak return right now? Spotify error. Spotify error. Same with this, Spotify error. And then over here, we do that, and we are gonna sync our queue before we do anything. Effect.tap sync queue, and there we go. Queue. We gotta sync our queue. Okay, great. It's probably more complicated than it needs to be, but it's fine. Swap this way. Where's our? We can get rid of TQ. Start song queue, great, blah, blah, blah. Sync queue, peak N. Okay, we're skipping this one, I'm sorry. That was aggressive. All right, I think we are looking good. A little aggressive again. Some knocked loose. What? How did we end up here again? Oh, that's so frustrating. And we didn't see any logs about refreshing the token, right? So let's just make sure that this Does this have a constructor on it? Endpoints base, Spotify API, so it has the token on it. So we're overriding get or create. If this dot expires, another issue is that no, that should get it. Yeah. All right, what's happening here? How did we get in a place where this needs called out more? This is a terrible way of doing this. This is a terrible way of doing this. Those aren't even JS docs. So that doesn't even percolate out to the client. Okay, so if I add expires 0 and I change this to 0 for now. And we restart the server. Ideally, oh yeah, we forgot to provide that. Right. Player.provide Spotify API client.live. These aren't important tokens for us to see. No, these ones are all expired, so it's okay for me to leak them. All right, so we refreshed the Spotify access token, which now I need to blur because that one would be a little sensitive. Okay, that worked. Which means we have one more thing to update. All right, let me right quit out here and we can unblur now. What? That feels like we finished something over here. Yeah. All right, we have to rebuild my Nix configuration now. So the other problem is, I'm gonna get distracted while we're doing this, but let's see if I can edit this without my plugins. We're gonna go to source, and that's in get access token. I'm in the wrong. Well, these aren't fully leaked, but you can see this has all the fields on it now. Before we weren't getting these two fields, so that's what I just fixed. So in get Spotify access token, we also want to import we want to get this guy. And when we write, we're going to be like access tokens, and it's going to be to cacheable. Yeah. And then we put that basically here. And you take this and you paste that in there. And now that'll be good. Or probably still not quite, because this is so annoying. No, because this will call to cacheable under the covers. Yeah, this will call to cacheable under the covers. So that is all we need to do. Nix is 3 things. Nix is a package manager, a programming language, and an operating system. I use it for its package manager, and the package manager, you have to use its programming language. So I use that instead of Brew, basically. Really? We're still gonna have problems here? All right, hold on. Let me get the server running again. All right. Okay. Let's fix Nix. Nix flake lock. Nix flake update. Okay, now we should be able to do, yeah, I know. Part of the problem is I switched from 2311 to unstable. Nix is simultaneously the worst thing and the best thing. All right, I'm not doing anything else until this finishes. So we're going to keep this up on the left so we don't get distracted and go look at other things. It'd probably be tough. So be tough to do year-round outdoors, but there is probably a solid grow season for them. Or you could grow indoors easily. I'd honestly just try to find a farmer's market or grocery store that might carry them. Come on, Nix. I believe in you. This was really cool. Okay, here we go. Please work, please work, please just apply. Hey, success. So, reset and clear. We should have NVim 10 now. Yeah, okay, great. Let's right quit out of here and reset and clear, get our new dependencies. And we'll vim in and we'll run lazy and we'll do a sync. Cool. I hate that I can't see what changed super easy with lazy. Does anyone know how to get like the changes listed like it used to? Like lazy used to have like all the commits that merged and updated, and now it just shows like the top level, I think. Fetch enumerating. Like it only shows the top two. And then we'll sync our, hi.
Hi.
How you feeling?
A little better.
What's up?
I sent you pictures.
She did good this morning. She went out with me. Oh.
A little
nugget.
Yeah. No baby. Did you have a timer set for something?
Yeah.
Well, it went off.
That's fine.
What's it for?
It was for me doing something.
How were you supposed to hear it?
I heard it.
Oh. Okay. Hi, go get that. Get him. Tell him good morning.
Good morning, Winnie. Good morning, Winnie. Okay. You can make me another cup, please.
Sure.
Thanks. Okay. We've got Neovim. So we should, theoretically, if we jump into here now, we should be able to toggle inlay hints. So like if I do IH, nice, look at that, chat. That's one of the coolest things that's in Neovim 10. I got the list of commits by updating with capital U in the main lazy menu. I didn't get that. No, I don't have any updates now. I wonder if I have like different lazy. Is this how yours is configured? Right, that's how you're supposed to configure lazy, right? That's not the distribution. Morning, JD. I wonder why I turned this off. Oh, there we go. That's the screen I wanted. Cool. Cool. That's wrong. Okay, great. Whatever, that was weird. Yeah, Mixer, I have a video where I go through every line of my Neovim config and explain the what and why of it to help with that problem, but I definitely understand that. I love being able to toggle this. How nice is that, chat? Especially working with Effect. Okay, so now we have this song queue. We need to do a couple more things here. We need to... We want to... So it's being updated on every operation. Actually, it might be okay. We want to add some... let's add some logging here. So we're gonna just vsplit, and we should be able to get a annotate logs yank to there, and we want to say effect dot tap. And we'll say effect dot log, and we'll just say syncing queue. In fact, we could put that on the actual effect itself right here, right? This returns an effect. Yeah, so we can say we can do effect dot log, and then we'll say do that. Can we not do that? I guess we have to do effect dot tap then. Yeah. So it'll be synchronizing queue, Spotify queue. And then we'll do a effect dot tap error. And we'll say, we'll get an error here. And we'll say effect dot log error. Error synchronizing Spotify queue. For you. And what can this be? This will be a Spotify error. We'll just say, I don't know, error.message. And this probably needs logs annotated, I would think. Okay. So we can come here, and if we get here, we know this will be successfully synchronized Spotify queue. Okay. That looks good. And now we should be able to spin this thing up from our main, I guess. So it does get it. Do we have logging for starting the song queue? Yeah, we do. Okay. So that should actually already be running, which is nice. All right, let's watch the logs here. Missed the hydrate. Thanks, Cyprian. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, goodness. Thank you. All right, I'm restarting the queue. All right, we should see starting song queue started. Okay. If we do, how can we get that thing to log? If we request a song, let me go grab a song to request. What do I want to request? It's a song I listened to earlier. Our Last Night. And this guy right here. Let's grab that. Copy song link. Throw that in. All right. Synchronizing Spotify queue. Successfully synchronized Spotify queue. That's pretty cool. Okay. So now, let's see here. We can go into our pub sub subscribers and we can start using that to drive song queue request. We're probably going to want a better name, but whatever. We'll get I think here we can get the const song queue equals yield star song queue yankin word, and then down here we can let's just say queue equals song queue dot peakall, and we gotta yield that, yield star, and we can gc that. That's now a different type, which is okay. Thank you, boo.
Mm-hmm. Hi, big man. What are you doing, girl? Hey, did you go say hi to Dad this morning? Go say hi. Go tell him good morning.
Hi, Bodhi. Good morning, big man. Up, up. Yes, good morning. Can you say good morning up here? Can you say good morning to chat? Good boy. You handsome boy. You are so good. You're so good. Alright, get down, big man. So we need to update our song queue to actually hold the tracks. Song added to Spotify queue. We need the full track rather than just the track ID. Yeah, we should publish the track. Okay. Please say. Okay, so we got that. And then we can go back to the file we were just in, and this is just going to be our track. Yeah. Okay, so that pipes the track across. So back in our queue. So this should have our tracks now. Yep. Do we have to do... We do, down here. Yeah. Message the queue item. And this is going to turn into a track as well. Okay, next item. Our item will be... Yep. Track will just be track. Same deal down here. Okay. Are we type checking? Our project should be type checking. Yep. So now if we go back to where we request our song queue in pub sub, subscribers, song queue request. We get, this is going to be a track item.
Whose key is this?
What?
Whose key is that?
I have no idea. It's to Potter County, the cabin. Hey, thank you for the subscription, Squirt Dev. Really appreciate that. Super appreciate that. Oh, and a gift sub? Thank you. Super appreciate that. So let's update our song queue type to messages. And our song queue is actually going to pass a type where it's like, it'll be a read-only array of a struct that has a track, basically this thing right here. Why am I stuck? There we go. We can yank that, and we can view around here, paste that in, throw that there, and that should be that, right? Oh, it's an option. Why would that be an option coming from peek all? That doesn't quite make sense, does it? Wait, what? So peek all should return an effect that returns a read-only array that has options in it. So why is this a structural typing problem? This is going to be a structural typing problem. So peek n. All right. I think the problem is we're getting a option wrapped in an option. And the way I'm going to fix that is one, by making a type to help express the Spotify queue. Internal queue is a read-only array of option. No, it's not even an option.
Are you playing again? What are you playing?
All right.
What havoc she's caused.
So when we peek up here, our queue the only place we yeah, okay. That makes sense there. I'm so confused here, chat. I don't know how this is getting wrapped in an extra option. Queue item. How How is that being wrapped in an option on the outside? Or it's not. It's not. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm actually dumb. This makes sense. I was just reading my types wrong. And like this just like inferred the return type. Very weird. Unless I have to, did I not update these? Yeah, let's update these return types to, where did that internal queue thing go? I guess I didn't actually end up making that. Okay, I guess this makes sense. Peak all. I think we can implement this smarter. So let's take peak n. And let's just return. No, we do actually want this. Ugh, this is so annoying. Maybe these aren't options. Maybe the other ones just don't return options. Is the music over? What happened? Let's go to, we'll do this one. Little Cigarettes and Saints. It's a classic. T or undefined. How does, it's ghosty. Read only T. Push R at. Right. Sure. Okay. Item equals option dot from nullable r dot at index, and then we'll say if option dot is some item. We can come in here and we can take you, paste that there, changing this item dot value. Yeah. And now we can delete in there, and this will just be a T, which means up at our types, we can now return from peak n. We can get rid of the options and just return a Q item. Same here. It's not the best name for an API, but I don't know what better to call it right now. get Quayu. We can delete these. And then it will just be synchronize ref dot get. And we can delete all these peek operations now. These aren't important. We're just going to return the raw queue back out. Is this the actual ref? Oh, it is. So we really want to do this backwards. We want to do, that's an effect. So let's get rid of that. And this is going to be sync queue. Or no, we still got to do this. What do we get here? That's our actual queue. Oh, yeah, we're good. That's all we have to do. I wonder if we need to... It's a ref, so it's updated mutably. That might be a weird race condition there. So we should probably do like synchronized ref dot get again. And that needs to be effect.flatmap. Update and get. Oh, that's exactly what we want. So apparently, we can do dot update and get. So that will take our ref, our Quayu ref, and then this is the update function, I assume, which will be sync Quayu. All right, what is this? That's our queue. Is there an update and get effect? That seems fine. Doesn't it? That definition, update and get effect. because that should return, and sync Q returns, oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. I see. Update effect. Effect tap sync Q. It's still not completely right though. We need we should have sync Q return the actual Q. Tap, and then we should affect, well, what does this return? Update effect takes an A, returns an A, returns A, effect void. Update and get effect. Now this returns, this will be map, or and then. And now this returns, yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Because now we can just do sync Q. Yeah, there we go. That looks good, right? Yeah. Okay, that looks good. Now, we should be able to ideally come back to where we were, which was in our song queue request. And now this should just be get queue. And that's our queue. That looks good. What are you upset about here? Option string is not a summon with a type string. Where are you getting options from? Did I update this type to have options in here somewhere? No. This should in fact be a option string. And then back in here, the request. Now we don't need the Spotify client anymore, but we instead do need our song queue client. Song queue client. And this, we have this unknown exception. Let's go handle that because that's gross. That's coming from, where is that exception coming from? Spotify error. Spotify error. Oh, it's coming from the Spotify API client because we ended up wrapping this in try promise. So we should yank surround inside that with brackets, and then this will be try. And then we need you, and this will be catch. And we're gonna make a new error in here. And this will be, do I have an error in here yet? No. So let's do export class Spotify API client instantiation error equals data or extends data dot tagged error. Paste that in there, and then this will have a cause unknown. Yeah, excellent. Down here, this will be cause, and then we'll just return new Spotify error, and cause will be cause. What? Oh, I did that wrong. This takes that and rerun that. Paste. Something like that. Let's first of all take that and go to the error file since we already have an error here. And extends data.tagged error. Oh, we forgot to call it. We'll do that. I put that the wrong place. That looks good there. Okay, now we got it. So back in here, we got to import this. Yeah, there we go. And now that should fix our error. So if we go to main, actually, we should see that we can get a config error, or we can get a Spotify client instantiation error. Nice. That percolated the whole way up to the top. That's so nice. All right, let's make sure we're type checking. We're gonna restart the server. Okay, we're not perfect yet. Right, because this is a different type now. This is just going to be U. Oh, right. In item.track. To get better. Yeah, there we go. Okay, are you guys feeling lucky? I don't know if I'm feeling lucky or not. So what we just did is we effectively updated our code to filter map. So you can simplify that part of the code. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at that. Rather than going directly to Spotify for the queue now, we should be using our internal one. So we got Parallel. I mean, that looks like it worked. Hell yeah. Synchronize Spotify queue. So the next bit we want to do yeah, we can use filter map instead of flat map. And what is the definition for that? Do I have to return an either from that? Okay, I return an option. Okay. This will be option.sum item.track. And this will be option.none. Option from predicate, lift predicate. Option.lift transform. Ah. Let's try that. So we'll say option.lift predicate, and then we get a track. Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah. And this will be, actually this is, oh, this isn't quite right though, because I need to map. I would need like lift predicate map. Because I need to pluck the track off of it. Well, actually, I actually don't need to do that. No, they're not the same. It's nested. But we do want the data, so you're kind of right. We'll just say item, and then we'll say item what was it? It was albums. What was it? Album in item.track. Album in item.track. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And then down here, we map. And this isn't, this is a, let's just rename this to item. And then this will be item.track.name. No. And this will be .track.artists. Oh Lord. Did I? Oh, this didn't cast it. Option.lift predicate. And this should really be a track, just a track, rather than a track item. See, this should narrow it. That my flap map was narrowing it. So I'm gonna go back to what I was doing, as nice as that was. Because now this should narrow it, right? Because item.track dot, oh my God. Yeah, that's a track. So we want to actually return item.track and requester display name. Actually, it would be like this. We could just do item. And then this would be something like that. And this should narrow that, right? Yeah. Now this is an item. Or this will be an item. And this will be track. Yep. And this will be also dot track. This freaking adapter. There we go. And now the last thing we want to do is we throw one more on here and we say here option dot get or undefined, and it'll be item dot. Actually, we'll do option dot. This is getting messy, but I just want to get it working. What up, Totally Monk? Thank you for the follow. And Levin Do, I missed you earlier. And T's Eyes and Ted B. Appreciate all of you if you're still around. Oh my God, please give me my... This is painful. Requester display name. Requester display name, and this will be name, and we'll return a string space requested by at name. And then we pipe that to option.get or undefined. That's super messy, and we'll clean that up, but I'm hoping that does the right thing. So let me request a song. Oh, we're gonna lose the state, so let me restart the server. All right, looks like everything's running. We've refreshed our access token. If we do song, we got the current song. Okay, and if we do queue, okay, we'll just do an empty string. Change find D, get or empty string, get or else. Sure. There we go. Let's restart. And now if we do queue again, all right, now if I go in and request a song, what do we want to request? I'll just request, we'll grab you, copy song link, come over here, make a Spotify request, boom. And now if I do queue, it should tell me that it was requested by me. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to. So we're gonna want to start here. Start here on Thursday. Fix this so the first item is currently playing. All right, chat. That was some really good progress today. Let's do a commit and kind of look over what all we got done. Refactor song Quayu. Git push. We also opened this issue on Spotify. It's still in memory. I don't know what this wants to update, but we're going to ignore that for now. So let's go look at our repo. Let's make sure that was my only commit today. Yeah. So what all did we get done? Quite a bit. 459 additions, 456 deletions. Well, see that? Well, I guess, yeah, we could do that because then we could just, like, when it starts up, we can re-queue up any songs that aren't still there, right? Like, so when the song queue starts up, it would read, because right now I have this, if you look at the song queue, I have a cache.json. So we can periodically, as part of the sync queue, we can also write to this JSON file for now and use that as our database. And when the server restarts, it will go to Spotify and be like, hey, are these songs in the queue? If they're not, queue them up. It's a slightly different sync queue, but it should work reasonably well. One thing I wanted to look at is I wanted to measure how much CPU it's using. All right. Either way, this was a very productive, session here. We got a lot done. Nice. Okay, let's find someone to raid chat. We're gonna raid Louis. Hell yeah. Louis is the creator of Gleam, so go show them love. He's awesome, and Gleam is also awesome. If you're not if you haven't been following along, we've done a lot of work in Gleam on this stream. One of my favorite programming languages. All right, chat. See ya.